There are some people you come across in life who influence you so much that you actually change as a person because of them. For me as a young actor, watching him work was not only educational but also inspiring. And I'm lucky to have worked with him in 4 films, including 1 as an actor. My idol and my friend, Shah Rukh Khan. Hi Shah Rukh.
How are you doing?
Good, good. How are you doing?
Good.
Okay, Shah Rukh, you worked with Yash Raj films even before Dilwale and even after Dilwale. But what I wanted to know was that when you were working in DDLJ, did you feel that it would reach this level of success that it has?
I never thought of it as how big a hit it would be. But when I was dubbing for the film, I really enjoyed, I had enjoyed making, the second half a lot because I found that very funny and I found it very emotional and nice. The first half I was very iffy about. I didn't know how it would go,
Okay.
And when I started dubbing, I found first half fantastic. And I remember calling Adi right from there and saying, Adi, I like the second half. So I would never even, it was never the question that second half is nice and not nice. But the first half is so brilliant and so funny. I knew it was a very nice film. I really enjoyed doing the film. And I remember calling Adi, I think 4th or 5th day of dubbing. I had troubled you a lot in dubbing. I took 8 days, I think, to dub the film. It took really, really long. So I remember telling Adi at the interval point after dubbing that it's going to be a very, very nice film.
Okay, Shah Rukh, I also think that Dilwale is also one of the reasons for making Kajal and you into one of the legendary romantic pairs of Hindi cinema. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I think we've just been, I believe we are very fortunate. We started off with Bazigar and then we did Karan Arjun and then we did Dilwale. And each film was a bigger hit than the previous one. And then we did Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. So I think perhaps we've just been fortunate to get good films. I had never done a romantic film before. And Kajal is hardly the kind of heroine you think should be a romantic heroine. She's not your regular kind of a heroine. She's quite demented. So for me it was, for us it is, I think we're very, very comfortable with each other. We don't rehearse for a scene. Okay. We don't ever sit down and discuss a scene. We just let it be and trust each other so much. I think that's the reason, if it is ever going to be, I don't know if it's legendary or not, but that's the reason I think we just work out well.
What happened after this film was also that Raj and Simran became romantic icons also. I just wanted to know, did it ever happen after the film release that anyone came to you and spoke about you as a character called Raj?
For me, Raj is Shah Rukh. And there's a lot of things in Dilwale. Like I know a lot of girls and boys met me all over the world actually after Dilwale, who tell us Dilwale changed their lives. And I want to be, I think I'm Raj, or I found my Simran. Then I've met married couples who talk like this, that after seeing Dilwale changed the way we look at our marriage because we remembered our romance and it was like this. I know of my friends and friends of friends who've told me that they went on in a train to fall in love. So people have said things like that to me. Okay. And I can never turn to them and say, like a lot of people ask me, are you like Raj? And I say, yeah, I'm like Raj. Yes, of course, there are some moments which I may never do in real life because I am shy and I may not do them. But because it's a film, one took the liberty. But yeah, I would do it with a girl that I would tease her in the morning, and then feel bad that it got pushed. I would do a Ruk Jao Dil Deewane.
And drop her in the end.
And drop her in the end. I would do things like that. Yeah.
But tell me something. Suppose today, if you could go back in time and choose any one scene in that film and do it all over again, which scene would you do it?
For me, the nicest scene was where the girl tells me that, look, I'm getting married and you should come. And I say, no, I'm not going to come. I would like to do it again because, not because I think I can do it better, just because it's a very sad thought. It makes me cry even now. The simplicity with which Aankhon Mein Aansu, Honton Pe Muskaan has been brought out in Dilwale in that just one shot, I think is as wonderful as Kamal Hassan in Sagar putting water on his face and turning and saying, yeah, I'm so happy you're getting married. And there's a whole thing which is wonderful, which nobody can do. Here's a girl, here's a cool guy who met her taking out her brazier from the bag and doing some strange things to her. And then he goes and professes his love to her and on the bridge, fools her. And then the Palat bit has happened. And she just told him at the railway station that she's getting married to a guy. And he says, so you would marry a guy who you haven't seen, you don't know what he does. And he's testing and finding out, look, I'm here, sitting here. And suddenly she says, I'm getting married and you'd come. And he says, no, मैं नहीं आऊँगा. There's so much love in it. So I would just do it to feel that love again.
How would you say Dilwale is special to you? In what way is Dilwale special to you?
I'll say it in two categories. I'll say it in, say as an actor. As an actor, genuinely, I will do a lot of films. I've done a lot of films. I've done before that, and I've done after that. I've done better made films, maybe. Say even Mohabbatein for that matter. I have done better liked roles, which may not have done so well. But to me, whatever I'll stand for as an actor in the whole of my career, whenever it ends, it will start with and end at Dilwale. For me as an actor, that's how important it is to me. I may not say it, I haven't seen the film for a long, long time, but when I go in, like if my kid was to ask me, Dad, show me one film which you think I would love, I'll show it to him. Really? If my daughter asks me, I'll show that to her. If my mother would ask me, I would show that to her. Personally, it's a very proud moment that I could be able to. I launched a director who made Dilwale. You know, I was the hero of a newcomer director who is going to be perhaps the greatest name of directors in this country, Adi. So I am, he owes me one all his life. And every time he'll remember it, it'll be his first film. So personally, I think whether I think of him as a brother, whether I think of him as a friend, whether I think of the whole family as family, personally, I know he owes me one. So it's like that. And I'll always, and I don't mean it badly, I don't mean it materially, but I'll cherish that. You know, it's very nice to be in a position where perhaps the greatest director in this country owes you one. So it's like that. Both ways, that's how Dilwale would be to me.
Okay, thanks a lot, Shah Rukh, for talking.
Okay, thank you very much.
And if ever you want to see the film, I'd love to watch the film all over again.